It's been a long time. I should have left you without a strong rhyme to step to.
Well guys, I've put this off long enough. The time is finally here. I have to start wiring up the 3URFE in the second gen Tacoma, and I've got a pretty good plan on how I'm going to do it. A lot of notes in here. Almost all this work I actually did in the house with wiring diagrams. I think I have almost everything figured out, at least enough that it's going to run. Oh my god, you guys. So after a lot of thinking and planning, I decided we're going to start with the battery harness, also known as the starting charging circuit. That's going to be a lot easier to do while the body's still off the truck. When I'm done with that, I'm going to move on to the fuel pump ECU. That needs mounted and wired up back by the fuel tank. Then I'm going to move back up to the front of the truck to the fuse box connectors. We have to convert them so they'll plug into the Tacoma fuse box. Once that's done, we can put the body back down on the truck to wire up the A24 connector. That plugs into the Tundra ECU. So we have to take connectors E7 and E8 from the Tacoma's body harness, get rid of those, and wire up the A24 connector instead. We're also going to be wiring up the Tundra 4x4 ECU. Let's kick this off right now with the battery harness. Now my notes might look a little scrambled, but it's actually probably much simpler than it looks here. At a glance, it looks like this is all part of the engine harness, but it's really not. This is a separate harness you can completely remove. This basically just consists of power and ground for the battery that runs up here to the driver's side front corner of the truck. And there's one 6-wire plug that's intertwined with this that would have plugged in up near the Tundra's fuse box. 4 of these wires run to the alternator, 1 goes to the starter for the signal, the other one runs down here to the oil pressure sending unit. Now on the Tacoma harness, we have what could be a 6-wire plug, but there's only 4 wires in it. 3 go to the alternator, 1 goes to the starter switch, and the oil pressure switch is not in this. For the Tacoma, that's actually built into the engine harness. Since I'm going to put the battery in the back of this truck, the first thing I wanted to do was split this whole harness open and weed these wires out. I'm going to send power and ground to the back of the truck instead of up here to the front corner. So that leaves me with this 6-wire connector and connectors on the other end of it for the starter, oil pressure, and alternator. Instead of running them up around here like they were, I'm going to run them back this way and up over with the rest of the harness so they can plug in with this. But since this only has 4 wires on it, there's only going to be 4 wires running up there. For the other 2 wires, one of those wires is the extra alternator wire. That's going to run directly to the D74 plug right here. The other extra wire is for that oil pressure sending unit, and I'm not sure where it goes. So I'm just going to run that back towards the body harness and let it hang for now. We'll figure out where it goes later. Insert time lapse here. Alright you guys, I just had to interrupt Black Flag so I could show you what I'm doing. See all these wires right here? Whew, sheesh. Lord have mercy. These wires all run up to the D74 plug that goes to the ECU, and these other plugs that go to a whole bunch of stuff that eventually goes into the cab of this truck, but originally went into the cab of a Tacundra. But originally went into the into the cab of a Tacoma. But they originally went into the cab of a Tundra. So anyway, I'm going to start sniffing through these wires now. Rather than trying to run all the way to this D74 plug, I need to find a red wire that runs from back here up to here in the number 32 spot. So I'm going to get out my trusty voltmeter. I'm going to kick this little guy on right here, flip this down. Whoa. Okay. See the ohms right there? We're going to flip this thing to this little guy right here. See that? Is this light on? I guess it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's very dim. We're going to flip this to this spot right here. That means we're going to hear a sound when these wires connect. Hope you can hear that. So in here, I'm going to have to figure out which one is number 32. Stick one end in there, and with the other end, I'm going to have to probe these red wires, figure out which one it is. We're going to tie right into that little sucker. By the way, let me explain why we're doing this. Show you these diagrams. Here is Tacoma. Here is Tundra. Oh man, the lighting sucks. Hold on. All right, much better. Much better lighting. New battery. Okay. Here's our Tacoma diagram, and here's our Tundra diagram, and these should pretty much be the same. This is our charging circuit, but as you can see on the Tacoma diagram, we have 4 wires to the generator, and on the Tundra diagram we have 5 wires to the generator. The extra wire is right here, red, and this goes to the D74 plug number 32. So basically all this wiring's the same, except we get an additional wire. I honestly don't even know what it's for, but that is the extra wire. So that's why we're wiring this directly through here to the ECU in the number 32 spot. Where is the number 32 spot? Well, let's find out. Check out these here diagrams. Okay, this is D74. By the way, this is A24. We're going to be dealing with this plug later. All of these wires are going to need spliced. D74, just a few. And in fact, this might be the only one. There might be a few more, I'm not sure. But for now, this is the only one we're going to have to deal with. I'm not going to tape this back up yet until I'm sure, because I forget. This has been a long journey, you guys. Bear with me. So D74, we need to find number 32. Right there it is, you guys. I should probably pop this off of here and make sure we found the right red wire. Just snip this off of here. All right. If you saw, I don't know, like maybe, what would it have been? I don't know what it was, maybe 7 or 8 in this series. You see that I already had this apart to repair it. So we're going to open this back up again now. Just going to flip this around like this so it matches my diagram here. And now we need to find number 32. We know it has to be red. It's right here. So, damn, you know, I'm going to go get my old man glasses. Hold tight. All right, the glasses, they show experience. It's kind of like gray in the beard. Chicks dig it. With the glasses, I can get in real tight on this and sniff it out. There's usually some numbers. If you look real close, you're not going to be able to see it because the GoPro doesn't really film that awesome up close. For that, you'd need my glasses. Actually might work. No, it's still not going to work. But anyway, for me to see those, I got to get in nice and close. There are little numbers back here, and I was quite surprised to see like number 110 over here. According to this connector end view, there's 126 wires in this. It's a lot. Or at least 126 spots for wires, okay? So now that I see the high numbers are up here, that means my low numbers are here. That means I'm looking at this backwards. We gotta flip this like this. Now number 1 is up here in the top left, just like in the diagram. So now we can find number 32. That is in the second row. And that is, let's see, 9 spaces over from the left. So I can walk over 9 spaces and flip this around and figure out where it is, but whatever. I don't even have to do that. So we go down 1 over 9. That's where this has to connect. So the one end of my voltmeter is going to go in here, and the other end is going to come over here. We're going to start testing red wires and make sure we find the right one that is connected, so we know where to splice into. Ooh, hear that, you guys? Bam! This is the wire we need right here. Shut up, music. So, changing pages, literally, in my notebook here. I know that that extra plug in the alternator runs up through to this plug in the fuse box to number 6. And if we look at this like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flip this over. Right there's our red wire. This is the wire that we got to connect directly to the D74 plug over here. That wire isn't going to be needed over there anymore. We're going to connect it right here. So basically what we're doing right now is making the alternator and starter wiring part of the engine harness. Before it was a separate harness. I'm going to make it all one harness, and I'm gonna make the batteries, power and ground separate. So we've got the extra little harness that I've ran up here in this loom. This is the extra wire that the Tacoma didn't have, and this is where it needs to connect to. Now you got to realize that normally this was going to run a different direction altogether. We're taking a shortcut, running it straight over to here. So I'm going to snip this little guy right about here, and we're going to connect these two now. Usually I just kind of tape everything, but in this truck I'm planning to shrink wrap everything. By the way, I got the clear shrink wrap so I could really see and make sure everything's good. Yeah. So this is good now. That's going to directly connect that extra alternator wire to the ECU. I now got 4 wires running up from my harness. And this is the plug that's got to plug into the Tacoma's fuse box. So we got to mix and match these here wires. I got to connect this to the white wire in this harness. Twist these together. Warm it up, Chris. All right, so our first wire is done. This is now connected to this plug. Thicker black wire is going to go to the thicker wire on the plug, which is yellow with a green stripe. And the plain black wire from Tundra connects to the gray wire from Tacoma. I'm cutting these all at different lengths so we don't have a big cluster of all these connections all at one spot. That's just asking for trouble. So we're going to cut these at different spots. There's only 4 of them, so it's pretty easy. So we got 4 wires here, plus this main power wire that powers up the entire fuse box. And this runs down and connects in with the alternator and starter. So I'm going to loom these all up together. The only part of this battery harness that's left now is the ground wire. I'm going to take this off of here just because I'm planning to put the battery in the back of the truck. So this just bolts onto the block here. This would bolt onto the body. For now, I'm just going to swap this out of here for a ground wire that just goes from the block to the frame. And then my battery in the back, I'm just going to ground that to the frame. I just unbolted this ground from the block, and I just realized I don't even have to put one back on it because I didn't put rubber motor mounts on this thing. So my mounts are actually grounding the block probably better than this ever would have.